Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome. Today, we're going to explore some of the most valuable and sought-after Liberty $1 silver coins in the market. These include rare varieties, fascinating error coins, and even coins that collectors prize in unusual conditions, whether they show unique toning, unusual shades, or a history that makes them stand out. These Liberty dollars are not just pieces of silver. They are treasures of American history that have become major players in the world of coin collecting and investing. Collectors all around the globe are constantly on the hunt for these iconic coins because of their rarity, beauty, and incredible market value. So, if you're a passionate coin enthusiast or someone who simply appreciates the rich story behind American currency, this video is made just for you. Let's dive in, starting with the first Liberty silver dollar on our list. First up, the 1926 Liberty $1 coin is not just another piece of metal struck for circulation. It is a legend wrapped in silver, carried with it the heartbeat of an America that was roaring through the Jazz Age, yet preparing to step into the Great Depression. Collectors all over the world whisper about this coin as if it were a treasure map to sudden fortune, because in today's market its value has risen beyond imagination. To simply hold one is like grasping a fragment of destiny, a key that could unlock wealth in the blink of an eye. What makes the 1926 Liberty dollar so captivating is not just its age, but its remarkable story of survival. Minted during a time when the nation was both celebrating prosperity and shadowed by uncertainty, very few pristine examples of this coin remain today. Each surviving piece tells a different tale, of the hands it passed through, the pockets it rested in, and the collectors who protected it like a jewel. For some lucky owners, this single coin has transformed from a forgotten relic to a life-changing fortune worth millions of dollars in today's market. Beyond its value, the design of the 1926 Liberty dollar itself is breathtaking. The obverse proudly features Lady Liberty, her profile radiating with strength and hope, symbolizing the freedom that America stood for in the early 20th century. The reverse is adorned with the powerful image of the eagle, perched high, wings at rest yet ready for flight, as if watching over a nation on the brink of transformation. It's not just currency. It's a work of art struck in silver, a reminder that beauty and history can merge into something far greater than money. Collectors and investors often describe this coin as a silent miracle. Many Liberty dollars from the 1920s were melted down, lost, or worn away through everyday use, making the 1926 issue incredibly scarce in untouched condition. This scarcity fuels its astronomical value today. When such a coin appears in an auction or private sale, bidding wars ignite like wildfires, as wealthy collectors and passionate numismatists battle for a chance to own a piece of history that might never surface again in their lifetime. The coin is no longer just silver. It is a ticket to immortality in the world of rare collectibles. What truly separates the 1926 Liberty dollar from ordinary coins is its unpredictable market potential. While most coins hold steady collectible value, this one can skyrocket depending on condition, rarity of strike, or even slight variations known as error markings. A tiny difference on the surface, a subtle misprint, or an unusual toning of the silver can turn this already valuable coin into a jackpot worth millions. Imagine being the owner of such a treasure and realizing that the small piece of metal in your hand could change your financial destiny overnight. This is why so many stories circulate about people stumbling upon a 1926 Liberty dollar hidden away in a family chest, inherited unknowingly from a grandparent, or discovered in a forgotten coin jar. These tales end with gasps of disbelief when the coin's worth is revealed. The idea that such an ordinary-looking silver dollar can conceal unimaginable wealth is what keeps collectors on their toes, hunting through old collections and estate sales with eyes wide open. It's more than collecting. It's chasing a dream. But beyond the thrill of fortune, the coin represents something deeper, a symbol of resilience and legacy. It reminds us of a time when America was standing tall and yet about to face its greatest economic trial. To own this coin is to hold a chapter of history, to feel the weight not only of silver but of stories untold, of eras past, and of generations who valued freedom above all else. Its significance goes far beyond monetary worth. It is a piece of soul frozen in metal. So, if you ever encounter a 1926 Liberty $1 coin, treat it with the reverence it deserves. Don't spend it at face value. Don't trade away lightly, and don't underestimate its power. Because in the world of rare coins, this silver beauty is not just currency. It is a fortune waiting to be claimed, a treasure that can alter your life in the blink of an eye. The 1926 Liberty Dollar is more than a coin. It is a promise of wealth, history, and destiny, all bound into one shining circle of silver. Next up, the 1927 Liberty $1 coin is a masterpiece that stands at the very heart of America's numismatic legacy. Unlike ordinary coins that quietly pass through countless hands, this coin carries an aura of mystery and wealth, as though it was minted not just to circulate but to inspire awe. In today's world, the 1927 Liberty Dollar has reached a level of rarity and desirability that has turned it into a financial miracle. Its worth in the market is spoken of in millions, and for the fortunate few who discover one, it holds the power to transform life overnight, rewriting destiny in a way no ordinary investment ever could. What makes the 1927 Liberty Dollar extraordinary is not just the silver it was struck upon, but the moment in history it represents. Minted in the years between prosperity and crisis, this coin captures a period when America's economy was booming, yet storm clouds were already forming on the horizon. Many coins of this era were lost, melted, or worn down in circulation, but those rare survivors in pristine condition have become treasures beyond measure. To collectors, this is not just a coin. It is a tangible piece of history preserved against all odds. The design alone is enough to leave any admirer breathless. Lady Liberty shines proudly on the obverse, her gaze steady, symbolizing freedom and hope for a nation always reaching for more. On the reverse, the eagle, calm yet powerful, stands tall as a guardian of liberty, wings resting but full of strength. Together, these images make the coin more than mere currency. It is a miniature canvas of artistry and patriotism, a work of silver that reflects the very spirit of America. When collectors hold this coin, they are not only holding money. They are holding art, ideals, and identity all fused together. But its allure goes far beyond beauty. The scarcity of the 1927 Liberty Dollar is what sets the stage for its astronomical value. Very few were struck, and even fewer survived in top condition. Those that did become the crown jewels of auctions, where bidding wars erupt with passion. Millionaires and collectors alike chase after this treasure, knowing that every year its price climbs higher, fueled by demand that far outweighs supply. It is the kind of coin that creates legends, coins that start at modest value but soar into fortune so large they sound unreal. Even the smallest details on a 1927 Liberty Dollar can change everything. A faint error in the strike, a unique toning of the silver, or even a rarity of the mint mark can turn it into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. These variations create stories that collectors treasure. The idea that a simple-looking silver dollar in someone's drawer might actually be worth millions. It is this very unpredictability, this thrilling element of chance, that makes owning or finding a 1927 Liberty Dollar dream for so many enthusiasts around the world. Countless tales are told of individuals stumbling across these coins unexpectedly. An old family heirloom tucked away in a forgotten chest, a coin jar that sat collecting dust in the attic, or a small inheritance passed down without anyone realizing its value. Only when it reaches the hands of a knowledgeable collector or appraiser does the truth emerge. The coin is not just old silver, but a fortune disguised as a dollar. These are the moments that turn ordinary people into overnight millionaires, carried on the wings of the 1927 Liberty Dollar. Yet the coin's worth is not only in the riches it promises. It is also a bridge across time, linking us to an era of confidence, challenge, and resilience. Every scratch, every shine, every mark tells a story. Owning it means owning a fragment of history, a reminder of the trials and triumphs of the nation. It carries the weight of freedom, the elegance of artistry, and the promise of enduring legacy. This is why collectors guard like treasure, because in their hearts they know they are protecting something greater than wealth. They are preserving a story for generations yet to come. So, if the 1927 Liberty $1 coin ever crosses your path, treat it with the respect of royalty. Do not spend it, do not underestimate it, and never let it slip away cheaply. For hidden within that circle of silver lies a promise of unimaginable fortune, of beauty beyond measure, and of history carved into metal. The 1927 Liberty Dollar is not just the most valuable coin of its time. It is a symbol of destiny, waiting for the right hands to reveal its power and change lives forever. Next up, the 1928 Liberty $1 coin is not just a piece of silver. It is a legend in the world of numismatics. Collectors whisper its name with reverence, and investors view it as a shining beacon of unimaginable fortune. This coin, struck nearly a century ago, carries with the promise of wealth so extraordinary that it can transform an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. Its rarity, its beauty, and its historical significance have elevated it to a status far beyond money. It has become a symbol of destiny, fortune, and legacy. What makes the 1928 Liberty Dollar so captivating is the era from which it was born. America in the late 1920s was walking a delicate line between prosperity and the looming challenges of the Great Depression. Silver dollars of this period were not minted in large numbers, and many of them never survived the test of time. The few that did remain, especially in pristine condition, are treasures so rare that they have become the centerpieces of world-class collections. To hold one is to hold the heartbeat of a nation frozen in metal. The design of the coin is breathtaking. On the obverse, Lady Liberty radiates strength and dignity, her profile glowing like a guardian of freedom itself. On the reverse, the eagle perches majestically, wings at rest but full of silent power, watching over the ideals America was built upon. This artistry is not just functional, it is symbolic. The coin was never just currency. It was a work of art, a message to the world that America stood tall, confident, and unyielding. Owning such a coin today means owning that piece of artistic and patriotic spirit. The 1928 issue is among the rarest of all Liberty dollars, and this is where its immense value lies. Very few coins from that year have survived in mint state, and those that do surface become instant headlines. At auctions, the 1928 Liberty Dollar often commands astronomical prices, with bidding wars that push its worth into the millions. Each time one appears, it feels like witnessing history being sold. Not just a coin, but a piece of America's soul being passed from one guardian to the next. What adds even more mystery to the 1928 Liberty Dollar is its unpredictable variations. Error coins, slight misprints, or unique silver toning can turn an already valuable piece into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. A simple difference in color, a small marking, or a rare mint signature can multiply its value beyond imagination. This unpredictability fuels the dream of collectors worldwide, that one day they might uncover such a treasure in an old chest, a forgotten drawer, or a family heirloom passed down through generations. Stories abound of people discovering these coins in the most unexpected places. A dusty box in an attic, a jar of old coins tucked away in a garage, or an inheritance hidden in plain sight. At first glance, it looks like any other silver dollar, but once its date is revealed, 1928, the story changes. The shock, the disbelief, and the sudden realization that this little piece of silver could be worth millions creates moments of pure magic. For those lucky enough, the coin becomes not just money but a life-changing miracle. Yet, beyond its monetary value, the 1928 Liberty Dollar represents something far greater. It is a symbol of endurance and legacy. It speaks of a nation that weathered storms, celebrated triumphs, and left behind artifacts of its journey. Owning one is not merely an investment. It is a connection to history, a bridge to the past, and a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry the grandest stories. For collectors, this coin is priceless not only for its rarity, but for the emotions it awakens. So, if you ever encounter a 1928 Liberty $1 coin, treat it as more than silver. Do not let it go cheaply. Do not underestimate its value. And above all, recognize the destiny it carries. This coin is a hidden key, a silent promise that fortune favors the fortunate. The 1928 Liberty Dollar is not just the most valuable coin of its era. It is a dream cast in silver, waiting to change the life of whoever holds it next. See you in the next video.